Alright, today I'm going to be showing you the hack on a camera that I just picked up. It's a Pentax Optio H90. It's a 12 megapixel camera, and the hack on it's really not bad at all. We're going to take out the screws around the perimeter of the camera. Start here on the top right. There's two on this right hand side. You need to keep these screws in order too, because they are different lengths around the perimeter of the camera. Got those two out. And then they need to remove this this one right here in the center that holds the back cover on. And there's one right here by the tripod mounting location. Remove that one. And then the two on the left hand side. And as you can see, I already got my wires coming out of this camera because I've already hacked it. But I'll just show you how I did this, where the hack locations are. Alright, now that I've got all the screws out that I need on to take the back cover off, I have to back you up a little bit here. I'll take the camera apart, or take the back cover off. If I can get my nail in there. Alright, I'm going to pop that back cover off, and then we need to remove this menu board. There's one screw right here that we need to take out. And then you can slide the board, lift up on it on this right hand side, and then you can pull out to get it out from under the LCD bracket, and then just rotate that over. You can disengage that latch and take that board off if you want to, but it's really not necessary. One thing I will do is take the LCD screen off and the LCD bracket, because I want to run my wires from hack down behind the LCD holder. And I ran mine out my tripod mounting hole, and I'll show you that in just a moment. But lift up this latch right here, and be very, very careful with this. These latches seem to be really fragile on this camera. Just rotate that up, and then lift up your LCD screen, slide the ribbon out. And now to get the holder off, there's three screws that we need to remove. One here, and one at the top left. So I'm going to go ahead and get those out. I need to remove this other screw right here in the center on the bottom. Yeah, had to remove that screw so that let that one come up. Alright, so like I said, I ran my wires out my tripod mounting hole, and I just drilled a hole up through there, and keep it to this back side so you don't drill through the center of it. And I'm going to try to get in a little closer so I can show you the hack locations on the camera. And see if this is going to be in focus for you. There we go. Alright, up top for our battery externals, the external locations, or the battery locations, are right here. There's 3 solder pads right across here, and you'll notice that they're marked as bat positive, bat negative T, and bat negative. One to the far right, bat positive, of course, is going to be for external power positive, and then the one to the left marked bat negative is going to be for your battery external negative. I also soldered a second wire on at the battery external negative to act as my common wire. I just like to dedicate a wire for my common and one for battery external negative. Alright, then on the row of solder locations at this header, starting from the left, the 1, 2, 3, the fourth solder location to the right is going to be for your power, and then the sixth one to the right is going to be shutter. Okay, so starting at the left, 1, 2, 3, 4 is power, and then skip 5 and number 6 is going to be shutter. Alright, and that's really all there is to the hack on this camera. I routed my wires down along the back and just over and ran mine out my tripod mounting hole. And you know, you can route yours out a different location if you want to. This is just the way I wanted to do mine. Alright, so now I'm going to go ahead and get the camera back together, and then I'll come back and we'll check the hack on it. Alright, so I'm back now. I've got my camera back together, and powered it up manually. Everything works fine there. So I'm going to check my hack, and normally I would check my externals to make sure that they're working good, but I know this one is because this camera didn't come with a battery, so I just improvised. I'm using 3 inner loops to power it up with. Alright, so in order to check my hack, we'll take our power wire and that extra battery common, and the camera's going to power up. Alright, and now we'll take our shutter wire and touch that to common, and we'll get a photo. I'm going to do that once again, and takes another picture, and now our power wire and our battery common, and that powers the camera down. The camera seems to have a pretty decent little flash by itself, out to about 20 to 25 feet, possibly a little bit more. In ISO setting of 800, could go up to ISO 1600, but the pictures start looking a little grainy. A slave flash with it would probably help a lot, you know, and that way you could lower your ISO setting down to about 400 and have it do really well. It is a 2 flash camera. With it being a Pentax, I thought it would be a 3 flash, but I've tested it with a slave flash and a slave controller board, and it is actually a 2 flash camera. So anyway guys, it's a new little Pentax H90. It's a fairly small camera, lightweight. Speed seems to be pretty decent on it. I haven't actually tested it with a control board yet, but I'm thinking it's going to be at least about a 1.5 second camera, possibly a little bit faster than that. And the lens is pretty quiet on this one. Only thing I don't like so far is I haven't found a menu setting where you can turn the sound off, so more than likely I may open this one back up and desolder the or either clip the wires for the speaker, and you'll see those on the top left hand side of the main board, and the speaker is actually up here on the very top, so you can follow those wires across and see which ones you need to clip or either desolder. It's not that big of a deal. So anyway guys, hope this helps. Thanks for watching.